The dumbbell bench press is arguably the most effective choice for building your chest. But if you're pushing heavy weights and feeling it primarily in the front of your shoulders and your triceps, you are missing the target. By the end of this tutorial, we are going to rebuild your pressing form from the ground up, step by step, to prioritize mechanical tension on the chest fibers rather than your joints. To execute this properly, there is a mandatory prerequisite. You must drop your standard working weight by at least 20%. Clinging to a heavy number on the dumbbell is the exact mechanism holding back your chest development. Using less weight with precision allows for a greater stimulus than using heavy weight with compensations. The first major compensation to eliminate is your arm path. Usually, lifters flare their elbows wide to press the dumbbells in a straight, vertical line. This wide path feels easier and lets you lift heavier loads, but it relies on your front delts to move the weight and increases your risk of a shoulder injury. To correct this, tuck your elbows down so they sit at a 45 to 60 degree angle away from your torso, and allow your grip to turn inward slightly with the elbows. Colored lines show the diagonal direction of chest fibers. Tucking elbows 45 to 60 degrees aligns with these fibers. Now, the dumbbells follow a diagonal path, forward toward the mid-chest on the way down, and back toward the shoulders on the way up. Aligning the press path with the chest fibers moves the mechanical stretch out of your shoulder joints and into the pectoral muscles. The next issue occurs at the bottom of the movement, allowing the forearms to bend inward toward the body. This is a common compensation used to make heavy weights feel manageable when the chest is not yet strong enough to move them. Bending the forearm inward physically shortens the lever arm of the movement, reducing the total force required to press the dumbbell. In a lever schematic, a perfectly vertical forearm keeps full load on the working muscles. If the forearm bends inward halfway, active load on the chest drops to 50. On the way down, imagine using your back muscles to pull the weights toward you, pinning your shoulder blades together. On the way up, keep the chest up and think about squeezing your biceps into the sides of your chest. Keeping the shoulder blades pinned back minimizes the contribution of the front delts, leaving the pecs as the primary engine to drive the weight upward. At the top of the repetition, many lifters finish by clinking the dumbbells together. Because the chest brings the arms together, it is often assumed that bringing the dumbbells close creates the most tension. However, with free weights, gravity pulls straight down. The line of force is vertical. Once your arms are straight over your shoulders, there is zero tension placed on the chest. There is no lateral force. Moving weights closer simply wastes energy. Stopping the upward press the moment your arms are stacked vertically over your shoulders maintains constant tension on the chest. While the flat bench is effective, it primarily targets the middle portion of the chest. To develop the upper and lower regions, we need to adjust the angle of the bench. Research suggests a slight incline of 15 to 30 degrees is optimal for the upper chest. This is only 1 or 2 notches up. Raising the bench past 30 degrees shifts focus away from the chest, causing front delts to take over. For the lower chest, you can create a slight decline by placing a weight plate under the foot of the bench. Rotating through these 3 micro-angles, the standard flat bench, a 15 to 30 degree incline, and a slight decline, allows for more targeted stimulus across all portions of the chest. To summarize the perfect press, elbows tucked, forearms vertically stacked, shoulder blades pinned, movement stopped at shoulder width, and bench angles optimized. Strictly applying these 5 rules will result in a humbling drop in the amount of weight you can lift. This is a sign of progress. It means your chest is now doing the work rather than your shoulders and triceps, which is the requirement for actual growth. Apply this precision framework to your next push day. Once you feel the difference in your chest, you can begin to audit your other compound lifts for similar biomechanical flaws.